IOC container as Spring Beans, guys. Understanding my statement? Okay. Loading those classes, creating objects for those classes, injecting dependent class object to target class object. Every operation will be taken care by whom, guys? Every activity will be taken care by whom, guys? IOC container, right, boss? Okay, boss. Tell me. JDBC template class offers two types of methods. One is a direct method. Number two, methods with callback interfaces. Direct methods, guys. All the logics are ready-made. We cannot add custom logic to get customized results. Here, abstraction on plain JDBC code is main aspect. It is like, say, staying hostel and attending classes. Hostel and going to office was. Okay, this is like direct methods. Methods with callback interfaces. The other day I said, when you go for callback interfaces, they give some ready-made objects. Using that, we can write custom logic to get the customized results. Right now, was okay. Or custom tags are different, Ramon. Custom tags are different. That is a JSP topic. Right now, was. Okay, here I'm talking about different one. Here no tags, here purely Java code. These methods of callback interfaces will be automatically having JDBC objects as the arg values. So we can use these JDBC objects to write custom JDBC code and to get custom results. To write custom JDBC code and to get custom results. Here, abstraction on plain JDBC code, guys, plus customization of results is main aspects. Here, it is like staying in PCs where they provide kitchen in the rooms. Staying in PCs where they provide kitchen in the rooms. I hope you are understanding. We can enjoy all the facilities given by hostel. The day you don't like the food, you can prepare good food on your own by using the kitchen that is there in the rooms. So via media solution or not? Via media solution or not? One is using direct methods, using methods with callback interfaces. Direct methods means whatever results they are giving, we take it and we use it. Customization of results is not possible. When I say callback interfaces, they give methods with some JDBC objects. Using those JDBC objects, we write some JDBC code. We write some JDBC code to write further logics first, to write further logics. Everyone understanding? Okay. It is purely purchasing ready-made dress and wearing it. It is like purchasing ready-made dress, but showroom is providing one tailor for customization. Showroom is providing one small tailor for customization. Everyone getting my point? Showroom is providing one small tailor for customization. Okay, I think in Telugu states that culture is there. In Telugu state that culture is there. Right now, boss, in the ground floor, one tailor will be there providing customization. Super, guys. JDBC template class direct methods. First, I am teaching direct methods, guys. If the SQL query is giving single value, then go for query for object method. Select count star from EMP. How many values it is giving, guys? Single value. Select the ename from EMP where EMP NO is equal to 7499. Where EMP NO is equal to 7499. Where EMP NO is equal to 7499. If the SQL query is giving single record, then go for query for map method. Select employee number, employee name, job sal from EMP where EMP NO is equal to 7499. This gives single value. This gives single record. In the map object, how does it comes, guys? Column names as the keys, column values as the values. Column names as the keys, column values as the values. Column names as the keys, column values of the values. Everyone understanding? This query generated single record comes in the form of map object. Names as the keys and column values as the values in the map collection elements. Element 1, element 2, element 3, element 4. Total how many elements are there? 4 elements. 1, 2, 3. Next, guys. If the SQL query gives multiple records or rows, then use query for list method. If SQL query is giving multiple records, guys, then use query for list method, right? Select employee number, employee name, job, sal from EMP, where job is equal to clerk. Okay. Yeah, we have to pass question mark, guys. Question mark value is going to be clerk. Okay, now you will get list collection, guys. But interesting, you will get list collection with map object. You will get list collection with map object. Array, this is going to give 10 records. Let's we will get list collection with 10 map objects. Map object 1, map object 2, map object 3, map object 4. You will get list collection with map objects. You will get list collection with map object. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? You will get list collection with map objects. Map object 1, map object 2, map object 3. Sir, how can you keep map as the elements of the list collection? Hey, possible, Rabba. Possible, why not possible? Was definitely possible. List collection can have any objects as the elements, na boss. List collection can have any objects as the elements, right? Tell me, why not we can take? Why not we can take? Why not we can take map as the elements? Okay, we have got a 10 records, guys. You will get list collection with 10 elements and each element will have one map object. You will get list collection with the 10 element and each element will have one map object. And how does it each map object looks, guys? It looks like this. List of maps was, every map is an object, na? Any object can be taken as element of the collection, right? Super. If the SQL query is non-select query, then use update method. Insert into EMP 4 columns values question mark. Update method. Update EMP set sal is equal to sal plus question mark, job is equal to question mark. Update method. Delete from EMP sal greater than or equal to question mark and sal less than or equal to question mark. Here also what? Here also update method. So I think all queries are covered, guys. Select query with a single value, query for object. Select query with single record, query for map method. Select query with multiple records, query for list method. Okay, non-select query, update. Non-select query, update method. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Okay, JDBC template does not support named parameters. Named parameter JDBC template is there, no? That supports named parameter. Basic JDBC template, initial JDBC templates only positional parameter. Nothing but question mark. Nothing but question mark. Okay. Gautam, yeah. First, can we concentrate on query execution? Later, can we concentrate on calling PL SQL procedures and function? Can we go subject in order? Can you use your common sense and brain? We cannot jump all of a sudden to a new topic. First, concentrate on how to send and execute SQL queries. Then we will see how to call PL SQL procedures and functions. Example application text. Make sure that Oracle database software is installed, having EMP DB table as default DB table. Array, when you install Oracle, boss, you will get EMP as the default table now, boss. EMP table as the default table, right? Command prompt, guys. Here is what? Connect, guys. System, guys. Manage. No, I think I should launch SQL command. Run SQL command line. Say connect, guys. System / manage. Select star from here. Select star from here. If you have MySQL, work with MySQL. I don't have any problem. Yeah, this is changing color is easy enough, boss. Go to command prompt, colors. Here you choose the colors. Okay, we have 18 rows, boss. Fine, whatever it is. EMP table is ready. Okay, create Maven project by taking Maven archetype quick start in Eclipse ID. Okay. Okay, guys. Let me create the Maven project. Page size, everything works in SQL plus, not in SQL prompt. Please try to use common sense. SQL plus is different. SQL prompt is different. That's a command prompt. In command prompt, page size will not work. If you open SQL plus, then it will work. Let's go. New Maven project. New Maven project. Say next. Maven hyphen. Archetype hyphen. Maven hyphen archetype hyphen web app. Maven hyphen archetype hyphen web app. It's not web app, it's a quick start. I should search for quick start. Say next. JDBC pros 01. What is there, guys? JDBC pros 01. Tell me, guys. Here is my JDBC. com.nt.test. Save finish. Here is my pom.xml, guys. 1.7, 1.7. Give me an update. Okay, guys. Right, boss. We changed the version. Tell me, guys. Add the following dependencies to the pom.xml, guys. Add the following dependencies to the pom.xml. Right? What are these guys? Hikari CP. We are going to take its data source. That's right. Spring JDBC. When you add Spring JDBC related main and dependent jar files will come. Spring JDBC related main and dependent jar files will come. Spring context support. Spring core related main and dependent jar files will come. Oracle JDBC driver. For interacting with Oracle database software, you will get OJDBC. This is for Oracle database interaction as a JDBC driver software. This is core module related jar file. This is Spring JDBC related jar file. Okay. For MySQL, everything will be same. In the place of Oracle driver, you should choose MySQL connector J driver. If you already connected with MySQL in your JDBC classes, try MySQL. Otherwise, you also try Oracle only. Clear, my dear? In your JDBC classes, you already connected with MySQL, try MySQL. Otherwise, you also install Oracle, you also try Oracle here. Don't experiment here. Okay, now, boss? Okay. Pom.xml, guys. Yeah, in pom.xml, we have to add the jars. Come here. mvnrepository.com, guys. Spring context support. Any order is not so important. 6.0.7 latest only you take. Okay. Control C, Control V. Ashwin Kumar, feel shame for asking shortcut of copy paste. Control C, Control V, right? I hope you are a graduate, engineering graduate. Thank you then. Try to use that common sense, please. OJDB said second one is doing well, guys. Second one is doing well. Okay. Copy this and paste it. Control C, Control V. Okay. Sir, array. Control C, Control V, Raghav. Copy in one page and paste in other page. Come on, guys. Where is the class name, guys, here? Group ID, artifact ID, and version. What the nonsense you are talking, my dear? Okay. Hikari CP, boss. This is Hikari CP, guys. 5.0.1. Copy this, guys. Paste it. Copy this, guys. Paste it. Next one, guys. Oh, JDBC 8 is over. Spring JDBC. Okay, have to give Spring JDBC. Part what is it? Part Spring JDBC, guys. Here is my Spring JDBC 6.0.7. You want to see, feel that? Copy, right? You want to feel that? Paste. Yeah, if you still say not working, please join in computer basics class. Clear, my dear? Yeah, check it out. All the jars, main and dependent jar files are coming or not? Main and dependent jar files are coming or not? Okay, now listen. Spring context support related main jar file. Ikari CP related main jar file. Spring JDBC related main jar file. JDBC 8 related main jar file. You just adding main jar file dependency, guys. It is giving list of all the dependent jar files. It is giving list of all the dependent jar files. Super nervous. Super. Create the following packages in src/main/java folder. If you don't like test as the default package, guys, you can take client as the default package. That's up to you. Because test our client where we write the client application. New package, guys. com.nt.cfgs. New package, guys. com.nt.cfgs. com.nt.test. Okay. Tell me. DAO. com.nt.service. Package, guys. com.nt.service. Here is my DAO interface. Here is my service interface, CFG interface, client interface. Cool, guys. Got the clarity, boss. Yeah, these are the packages, boss. Okay. DAO layer, service layer. This is for Spring Bean configuration file. This is for client. Yeah. Develop the DAO interface and DAO implementation class. According to strategy design pattern, okay, we have to develop the interface and implementation classes. You have to develop the interface and implementation class, right? Because it is dependent to service, right? It's always recommended to take what? Interface and implementation classes. Okay, go to DAO, guys. Class, interface, guys. Strategy design pattern rule, guys. Strategy. I employee DAO. I employee DAO. Super. Public int get EMPs count. Public int get EMPs count. Get employees count. Right click a new class, guys. Employee DAO IMPL. Here is the interface. I employee DAO. Save finish. Save finish. Right. So this is the interface with method declaration, guys. This is the implementation class. Right now, boss? Okay. How to configure this one as a Spring Bean, guys? @ repository. To tell that it is not just a Spring Bean, it's a DAO class. What is the bean ID? You can give any bean ID. Super, boss. Okay. First of all, tell me, according to the layered application, guys, what is the one we should inject, guys? Data source to JDBC template, JDBC template to DAO, DAO to service, service to service. Service will come to client application through ctx.getBean method. I hope everyone remembered that. I hope everyone remembered that, guys. Come on, everyone. So this time what is the one I have to take, guys? Okay, I have to inject the JDBC template. I have to inject the JDBC template. Yeah, as usually for strategy design pattern principle, better to take this class as final class. Yeah, private JDBC template, guys. Super. Here is my @auto. Here is my @auto. Here is my @auto. JDBC template class object will be injected now, boss. Now listen. Okay, now listen. While developing any DAO class, guys, better to take queries at the top of the class. Better to write the persistence logic inside the methods. Write persistence logic inside the methods. Write the queries at the top of the class. Write the queries at the top of the class and write the persistence logic. Write the persistence logic inside the method. Okay, guys. Now listen. Generally, queries will be taken at the top of the class as private static final variables. As private static final string variables. Private static final string variables. What it was? As private static final string variables. Understanding my statement, guys? Sir, why you should write queries at the top of the class? Tomorrow table name changed, column name changed. Do I need to search where is query? No. Just go to the top of the class and modify the query. Just go to top of the class and modify the SQL. Just go to top of the class and modify the SQL. Clear, my dear? Just go to top of the class and modify the SQL. Private static final string get underscore EMPs underscore count. Select count to star from EM. Select count to star from EM. Clear, my dear? Got the point, my dear? Sir, why are you taking query as private static final? Static. This query can be used in all the methods of the class without object. Why final? No one should be positioned to modify the query in the methods of the class. Why private? The query should be specific to this class only. Why string? Array query is a set of character, that's why string. Why are you taking variables in uppercase letters, guys? Generally, static final variables will be taken in uppercase letters. Generally, the static final variables will be taken as uppercase letters. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Array variable name, Rav. Super. Come on, guys. Just variable name. Variable name in uppercase, multiple words are separated with underscore symbol. Okay, I just see the code, I don't listen means it's not going to work out. In any predefined class or user-defined class, now, 2 minutes back I have explained why static. That time you are sleeping. Can you focus in the classroom? Shame on you. After listening entire Ramayana, you are asking, okay, what is static? Just 1 minute back, guys, I have explained. I have taken static to access this variable, to access this query and query related variable in all the methods of the class without object, right? Static data can be accessed without object, right now, boss? Why private? To make this query specific to one current class. Okay. We can access with class name, without class name also. Final. I don't want to see people modifying this query in the remaining parts of the class. Remaining parts of the class, right? Okay, I hope you understood, guys. Here I clearly mentioned, guys. Check it out. Here I clearly mentioned. Every DAO class we place code in two parts. Part one, SQL queries. At the top of the class as private static final variable values. Any modification in SQL query we can do at the top of the class itself. And we can search for the query at the top of the class and we can modify. Or in your home, if all keys you are hanging to one key holder, whenever you want key, it's easy to go and access the key now because there is a guarantee all keys are hanging to same place. No such environment is there, not there, guys. Sometimes you will keep on the top of refrigerator, sometimes you will keep in what? X place, sometimes you will keep in Y place. So whenever we need keys, we have to search in multiple places or not. We have to search in multiple places or not. I want reply, boss. We have to search in multiple places. Part 2. Java methods having persistence logics. Java methods having persistence logic. Here we place logics to send and execute the SQL queries. Here we place logic to send and execute the SQL queries. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Why private? To make query specific to one class. Why static? To access the query without objects. Why final? For making people not to modify the query in the rest of the application. Okay, why string? Because query is always bunch of characters. Okay, why you are taking query variable name in uppercase letters? Generally, static final variables will be taken in uppercase letters. Generally, static variable names will be taken in uppercase letters. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? In DAO class, we take SQL query in private static final string variable. String variable. Okay. String variable. Okay. To make the query, SQL query specific to current DAO class. Current DAO class. Static. Make the SQL query to access the SQL query without objects. Access the SQL query without objects. Final. Yeah, final. For not allowing modifications in the SQL query in other parts of the class. In other parts of the class, right? We generally take static final variables as the uppercase letters. variables in uppercase letters. Uppercase letters to differentiate them from other variables. To differentiate them from other variables. To differentiate them from other variables. Cool, guys. Got the clarity, boss? Okay, boss. Tell me. Yeah, now listen. Yeah, this query is giving single value, a single record, or multiple records. Tell me. The query, when I execute that query, how many values I will get? Single value, single record, or multiple values? Naushad, can you jump into the drainage after the class? Select to count to star from EMP. Will give multiple values. Naushad, can you show your common sense? Count of records will come, guys. How many values are getting? Single value or single record? I want reply from Naushad. Count of employees you will get from the EMP table. That's a single value or single record or multiple records. Shame on you, shame on you. Basic query you don't know and you try to do dance in the chat box. It is not single, and more importantly, same query I have given as example here. This shows how much you are focusing. Count star EMP. If SQL query is giving single value, then go for query for object method, right? Count star. Same example is given here, na boss? Okay. We write SQL queries in uppercase letters. Differentiate them. To differentiate them from other variables. We write SQL queries in uppercase letter to differentiate them from other. Everyone understanding? Okay. So we are writing queries in uppercase now to differentiate them from other objects. To differentiate them from other, to differentiate them from Java code. Java code is in mixed case now, boss. SQL queries are not case sensitive, but generally we write in uppercase. Generally we write in uppercase. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Int count is equal to template dot query for object. Template dot query for object. Java code is case sensitive, but SQL queries are not case sensitive. But still it is recommended to write SQL queries in uppercase letters. Query for object, guys. Query for object, right? Query for object. Tell me, guys, I think this version is enough, guys. What is the query? What is the query? Get employees for count, guys. Required class type. We are expecting result in which format? We are expecting result in which format, right? We are expecting result in int format, right? Can I take integer dot class? Comma required type. If query is going to give string result, string dot class. If query is going to give long value, long dot class, return count. See, boss, are you not surprised by seeing the code we are writing? Over, end of the story. End of the story. Think about real plain JDBC code. Load driver class, establish connection, create statement object, send and execute query, gather the result, process the result, Then close the connection. Everything else is taken care by template na boss. Everything else is taken care by template na boss. Your life has become easy or not? Are you not enjoying the abstraction? Are you not enjoying the abstraction? Especially the people who know plain JDBC, they can compare boss. But it's not like that. It's not like that remaining operations are not happening. They are happening. They are happening very much internally. They are happening very much internally. Especially those who studied Advanced Java JDBC, they might have noticed. All these are not required. See, these many things will happen. See what happens internally. This method, query for object method, collects JT. JT means injected. Template object. Okay, here I have taken template. Let me take JT. Okay. No problem. Any name you can take. Any name you can take. That's not an issue. Okay. JT. Look at this. What this method is doing internally. Okay, first of all, we'll feel practically. From the JT, it will collect injected data source object. Number one. Using the data source object, it collects one connection object from connection pool. Number two. Using the data connection object, it creates one prepared statement object having this query. Number three. Right now, boss. Number four. Using that prepared statement object, nothing but statement object. Right now, boss, it will execute the query. When you execute the query, you will get result set object with count of records. You will get result set object with count of records. Let us assume 10 records are there. Super. What is the required type I have given? Integer. Okay. It will gather the result from result set object. This will gather the result from result set object. Okay, by calling rs.get the next method and rs.getInt method. Okay, gets the numeric value. Count of the records as a numeric value. Count of the records as the numeric value. Okay, that gathered value is there with query for object method that is returned back. Okay, to DAO class method. DAO class method returns back to service class method. DAO class method returns back to service class method. Comfortable, dear? Convinced, my dear? This method query for object collects the injected data source object from JDBC template class object. Okay. Uses the data source object to collect JDBC connection object from connection pool. Uses that connection object to create prepared statement object having given SQL query as the pre-compiled SQL query. Executes the SQL query and gets the result set object. Let us assume table is having 10 records. Okay. Super. Panjal. Okay, wait, first listen, first concentrate on what I am presenting. It creates prepared statement object, not the statement object, prepared statement object. Okay, guys. What is the required type, guys? Integer. So it calls rs.next comes to 10. Again, it calls rs.getInt of 1. Why getInt of 1? Because I said required type is integer. So it will gather the 10 boss. The 10 goes to query for object method. Query for object method gives to DAO class method. DAO class method, DAO class method gives to what? Service class. Everyone understanding my statement? All these are internals. That means common logics will be there. But are you going to write them manually? Okay, life is simplified or not? Are you feeling abstraction or not? Are you feeling framework generating common logics dynamically? Are you feeling JDBC template is taking care of common logics generation? You have to just worry about query execution and result processing, right? Means it, my dear. All these are the internal activities. Sir, I really enjoyed, but how does this JDBC template knows? How does this JDBC template knows? It, it has to interact with so-and-so database software while doing all these operations. It depends upon the data source object we inject. Super. Okay. But where we are injecting data source object to JDBC template, guys? JDBC template predefined class. Data source is predefined class. How to make them as Spring Beans and how to inject data source object to JDBC template object, guys? In Spring Bean configuration file or not? In Spring Bean configuration file or not? Come on, guys. Okay. Now let me develop the Spring Bean configuration. Right click, guys. Alexa, activate balcony central light. Okay. Spring Bean configuration file here. Here is my application context.exe. Application context.exe. Here is my beans, guys. Here is my context, guys. Beans latest version. Context to latest version. Say next, say finish. Say next, say. Yeah. Okay. If you're having what are the other checks box? At different times, we have to use different namespaces. Okay. Tell me, guys, what is this? Hikari CP. Hikari CP data source configuration. Hikari CP data source configuration. Bean ID HKDS. Class is equal to, tell me. Hikari data source. Bean ID HKDS. Array, class is Hikari data source. Already jars are added now. Tell me, if I inject JDBC properties of Oracle, the created data source object points to JDBC connection pool for Oracle or not? If I inject JDBC properties for MySQL, the created data source object points to JDBC connection pool for MySQL or not? Super, guys. Property name, driver class name. And because of STS plugin, when you write initial letter control space, you will get the space the value. Value is equal to Oracle.jdbc dot. Okay. Super. Vasuki Divya, you are not getting this help. Okay, you have to add control STS plugin. If you don't have STS plugin, type everything manually. No problem. Oracle.jdbc.driver.oracle driver. Oracle driver. Super, guys. Tell me. JDBC URL. Value is equal to. Or if the value is simple value to inject value and attribute now was JDBC colon, Oracle colon, thin colon, @ localhost 1521x. Convinced, my dear? All these are simple properties. We are injecting simple values. Property name, username, value is equal to system. Property name, password, value is equal to manage. Super. Property name. Property name. Tell me next one. What is there, guys? Property name. Property name. Initial pool size. Minimum ideal. When pool is created, how many connection objects should be there by default in the connection? Property name. Max pool size. I'm taking 100. Your choice numbers, guys. Based on the project size, you can take these, you can decide these numbers. Okay. Tell me, guys, loading this class, creating this object is done by IOC container. It will inject the values to data source object. The data source object points to JDBC connection. The data source object points to JDBC connection. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Okay, at the end, we will get Hikari data source object pointing to JDBC connection pool for array, right? Configure. Why are you configuring using bean tag, guys? It's a predefined class. Okay, how to configure JDBC template as Spring Bean, boss? It's a predefined class or user-defined class? Predefined class, right? It's a predefined class or user-defined class? Predefined. So it's a predefined class. So that's why we have to use again bean tag, na boss. Already we injected, already we have not made Spring Bean. We are already injecting, but to inject, first of all, Spring Bean should be configured. Okay. Hikari CP data source configuration as a Spring Bean. Okay. JDBC template configuration as a Spring Bean. As a Spring Bean. Tell me, guys. Bean ID is equal to. No. Bean ID is equal to. Tell me here. I'm taking the word template. Class is equal to JDBC template. Okay. Tell me what should I inject in JDBC template, guys? Data source object. Data source is a object to inject or simple value to inject. Data source is an object to inject or simple value to inject. Object. How you want to inject? Through setter injection. So setter injection means what, guys? Property tag. Okay, what is the property name? Data source. Tell me, when you want to inject object, well, when you want to inject another Spring Bean class object too, okay, we should use refa, we should use value. We should use ref attribute, we should use value attribute. Ref attribute for bean to bean injection. Value attribute to inject simple value. Ref is equal to HKDS. Ref is equal to HKDS. Clear, my dear? Is it all clear? Data source object is created, guys. Here JDBC template object is created, injecting Hikari data source. Injecting Hikari data source object. Convinced, my dear? Got the clarity, boss? Why names are fixed, Rababu? Class names are fixed, right? But these bean IDs are my choice, na boss. Anything I can take. Dilip Yadav, after these many days, you should not this question. Are you not feeling shame? Bean IDs are fixed, na sir. Spring Bean classes are predefined. They are fixed. But Bean IDs are my choice now, boss. HKDS is injecting to data source property of JDBC template class object. HKDS is nothing but Bean ID of Ikari data source object. Indirectly, Ikari data source object is injected to data source property of JDBC template. Data source property of JDBC template. Okay, I'll ask one small question. Later, we have to configure user-defined Spring Beans. For that one, we have to enable component scanning. What are the beans we should configure, guys? In the DAO package, DAO class. In service class, service class. Okay, what is the common thing for both packages, guys? com.nt. What is the common thing, guys? com.nt. Enable component scanning to configure user-defined Java classes as Spring Beans. Tell me, what is the tag we are having, boss? Context colon component scan, guys. Base package. com.nt.service. Next, com.nt.dao. This is the one way, guys. Mention both packages separately. Mention both packages separately. Super, guys. Tell me. Component scan, guys. Instead of that, you go for com.nt. Component scan base package com.nt. Array, this is good now, boss. Instead of mentioning every sub package, you mention common root package for all the sub packages. Got it, my dear? This is easy. Array, right now commonality is there, that's why I are able to do it. If commonality is not there, we have to specify individual. You need to specify individual. Yeah. Few minutes back, someone asked me, sir, how does the JDBC template will do all these operations on Oracle database software? Now you got clarity. JDBC template is injected with what, guys? Hikari data source. Hikari data source is pointing to which connection pool, guys? JDBC connection pool for Oracle. So that all operations will happen on Oracle database software, na boss? All operation takes place on Oracle database software, na boss? Come on. And moreover, it is one-time work, guys. Creating data source as a Spring Bean, configuring JDBC template as Spring Bean, okay, enabling component scan. It's a one-time work. But in this DAO IMPL class, right, we can take 100 methods to execute 100 queries. While executing all 100 queries, we can enjoy the abstraction or while executing all the 100 SQL queries, we can enjoy the abstraction or not. We can definitely enjoy the abstraction or not. No boilerplate code or not. I hope my yesterday's theory and today practical code matching or not matching. My yesterday's theory and today's practical execution matching or not matching. This is the real application. This is the real-time dependency injection. If someone asks you in real projects, where did you use injection concepts, dependency injection concept? My company project is layered application. There, data source object is injected to JDBC template. JDBC template is injected to DAO. DAO injected to service. Like this, I have used dependency injection. Like this, I have used dependency injection. Come on, guys. So far, we have done injection on Tubri classes. Only time pass classes. DTDC, Flipkart, in real time. Sachin Yadav, data source is not 10 objects, but D fellow. In JDBC connection pool, 10 connection objects. Data source object is only one object, right? Then connection objects are readily available. First request comes, takes that object, uses it, and once work is over, it returns back to connection. If more request comes, it can grow max of 100 connection objects. It can grow max of 100 connection objects. Enjoyed, guys? Develop Spring Bean configuration file. Okay. Use value attribute in property or constructor -arg tag to inject simple values to Spring Bean properties. Next one, guys. Use ref attribute in property, constructor -arg tags to inject dependent Spring Bean class object to target Spring Beans has a property. Target Spring Beans as a property. The enabled component scan. The enabled component scan. The enabled component scan performs. Okay. Component scanning on all the Java classes are Spring Beans that are there in given com.nt and its sub packages. Com.nt and sub packages. Right now, boss? Super. Okay, Sachin Yadav, I'll murder you. Constructor argues for constructor injection. Na? Practice, ra babu. Why are you wasting my time and others' time? Do you have any crazy of taking scolding from me? After listening entire story is asking, sir, constructor arg tag is for what purpose? Meant giving input to constructor same as property tag. Shame on you, shame on you. After the class, go outside of home, look for big drainage, jump into that. You asked this question means you are not doing single line of practicals. Shame on you. Good for nothing. After these many days, this fellow is asking constructor-arg tag for what purpose, sir? So thank guys, at least you have asked what is Spring. Feel shame. If you forget, at least by seeing the name, you should realize. Yes, na boss? If you forget, at least you should realize by seeing the names. Property tag for setter injection, right? Constructor-arg tag for what? Constructor injection. In that process, simple values to constructor injection, setter injection will be passed using value attributes. Object type of bean IDs will be passed using ref attributes, right? Okay. Guys, all these are new things. If you are still not recognizing at the rate component, at the rate auto wide, at the rate property tag, constructor hyphen arg tag, bean tag, I'm sorry to say, you are in the feeling you are doing hard work. You are not doing any hard work at all. They should be there in our body, Babu. Almost every day we use those tags. Used or not used? One day I have given differences between setter injection and constructor injection also. Given or not given? And I'm writing explanations patiently one more time. Go and search in the internet. You won't get this kind of detailed notes. Okay. See, keep the attitude aside. You are a student. You are here to learn something from me. Bend your back, focus. Then results will be positive. If you are having attitude, hey, I know many things. Let me test the SAR. Okay. Subject will start testing you. Attitude is very, very important, boss. I know everything. Confidence. I only know everything. Overconfidence, attitude problems. I can learn everything. At confidence. I only can learn everything. No one knows anything. That is attitude issues. Array, in front of the technology and framework creator, you and me are nothing, Babu. You and me are nothing. You are feeling you are doing hard work. Okay. For what you are doing? Are you creating any framework on your own? Are you creating any technology on your own? No, you are just using someone's technology. Look at those people who created technology framework selflessly without expecting single NP revenue from the market. Spring is open source, Java is open source. Compared to their commitment, would be nothing, Babu. We are doing hard work for monthly revenue generation, right? Look at those commitments. So that's a come down to earth. You are nothing in front of to technology creator or framework creator. Okay. Employee management service. I feel these people are more powerful than Steve Jobs and Microsoft Bill Gates. And they are just investor, just pour the money. But these people created big frameworks, technology, languages at free of cost with a lot of dedication, without expecting any fame, without expecting any money from the market. Rod Johnson, James Gosling, they are the real heroes, boss. Okay, guys. Public. Yeah, in service class, guys. In service class, I'm trying to have one more method to get the employee call. Because public int fetch employees count. Fetch employees count. New class, guys. Employee management service IMPL. Interface iEmployee management service. iEmployee management service. How to configure this one as a service class, guys? At the rate service, right? EMP service. Okay, tell me, in the service, what should I inject? In the service, what should I inject? DAO, right now, boss? In the service, what should I inject? DAO. So whenever you take has a property, better to take has a property of interface type, of class type, of interface type or class type, of interface type or class type. I want reply, boss. Of interface type or class type? No, let me check interface type. I employee DAO, EMP DAO. Here is my @auto while. Here is my @auto while. Yes, boss. Tell me here. EMP DAO dot get employees count. EMP DAO dot get employees count. Guys. EMP DAO dot employee count. And I injected DAO to service and I called DAO class method in service method. DAO class method in service method. Clear, my dear? Easy. Easy. If you are interested, you can write in 2 lines also. Not an issue, boss. No. Okay, guys. Next, what is their client application? Okay, how client application gets service class object? By creating IOC container and by calling ctx.getPin method. Class, guys. JDBC template operations test. JDBC template operations test, guys. Here is my main method. It's regular. It's like a regular client application now, boss. It's like our regular client application. Create IOC container, right? Okay. Tell me how to create, guys. Class path XML application context CTX is equal to new class path XML application context of what is there, guys? com/nt/cfz/ application context.xml. Yeah, we are creating IOC container now, boss. Name and location of Spring Bean configuration file. Get service class object. What, guys? Get service class object. I employee management service, guys. Service is equal to. Yeah, we can pass interface type or class type. What is the bean ID, guys? EMP service. Or you can pass interface type or implementation class, guys. Anything. We can pass interface type or implementation class type. Anything. Anyhow, here also I have taken interface, guys. That's why I mentioned interface. Super, guys. Invoke the business map. Okay. See, guys, in no places we caught and handle the exception. So exception raised in DAO will pass to service. Service will pass to client application. That's why here I am catching and handling the exception. Okay. EMP's count is equal to EMP service dot. Is it EMP service or just service? Service dot fetch employees count. Employees count, EMPs count. Here is my catch block, guys. Exception E. E dot print status. Okay, lastly, close the container. CTX dot close. Close the container, CTX dot close. Run on Java application. See, guys, 18 are coming now, boss. In the employee table also 18 rows are there. We completed our first application nicely now, boss. Yeah, don't go by output, guys. Sir, we are just getting 18. Don't go by output. Check it out. Develop the service interface. Show employees count. Service class. Injected with the DAO. Okay. In service class method, DAO class method is called. Client application. Created IOC container. Got. Okay, guys. Yeah, in Spring JDBC, all exceptions are unchecked. So no need of catching and handling. No need of catching and handling it, right? Okay. Get beam, guys. We call the method, we got the results, and we are closing the content. Easy na, boss? I hope you enjoyed the thing. Run the client application. Step number 10, run the client application. Okay, I think, are you feeling the real-time dependency injection? Are you feeling real-time dependency injection na, boss? Come on. Okay. Sudhir Raja, please sit in core Java. If a method throws exception, if there is checked exception, we should catch and handle. If it is unchecked exception, optional to catch and handle. Okay. Sir, you write 17. If we use JDK 18, what should we do, sir? Same thing, boss. But you should use next version of Eclipse. We should use the next version of Eclipse. Saurabh Singh, those are having problem with STS plugin, stop using STS plugin, stop installing STS plugin, get the namespaces manually through copy paste, old style. Follow the old style, earlier style, right? Okay, guys. Tell me, Spring for full stack students, guys. Please practice this. I will add more methods in DAO interface and service interfaces, and I implement them in future. I implement them one by one. So, right, you can use Oracle Enterprise Edition or Express Edition. Anything is okay. But for practice, the Express Edition is sufficient. No need of purchasing Enterprise Edition. Enterprise Edition is nothing but commercial one. Enterprise Edition is nothing but commercial one. Clear, boss? Express Edition one is like trial version kind of. I uploaded it, guys. Okay. Okay. Did I share? Okay, guys. Durgesh Malli, I just added one method, right? No, I don't give soft copy until you practice. 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 Don't be lazy. You can apply job only after getting Spring MVC knowledge. Only after getting Spring MVC knowledge, right? Did I share this video, guys? Do you know IT industry video? Do you know IT industry video? It talks about various things of IT industry, guys. HTTP unit, advanced Java. Do you know IT industry is already shared? Already shared. Okay, no problem. Okay. There is a video called debugging. There's a video called debugging in Eclipse IDE. Debugging in Eclipse IDE. If you want to see flow of execution in Eclipse IDE, we have to watch this video. It will give flow of execution, step-by-step execution. How to feel the flow of execution. Right now, boss? Thank you, guys. We'll meet on Monday.